Hello everybody, what's going on? My name is Hocus Pocus and welcome to episode 84 of the Minecraft Let's Play. If you're with me for the last episode, you will recognise immediately where we are. We are up right in the rafters of the ravine base, right towards the ceiling as you can see. We've got this makeshift platform because we don't have a way to get up here properly just yet. But we, at the moment, are working on sort of an animal farm, petting zoo, that kind of thing. So essentially what we've got going here is 5 different pens that we will be storing animals in. So right here we've got chickens, look, we've already got one in the coop, which is good. And we're going to be using this area just to farm animals on a basic level so that we can harvest their goods. Mainly this area was created for cows so that we can start to build up some leather supplies, because that's the sort of thing that I am lacking quite heavily and will need quite frequently. Aside from that though, we're going to have pigs, chickens, maybe some alpacas, rabbits, that type of thing. We got 5 pens, only 3 have a current use at the moment. So we've got chickens here and these 2 will be used for cows and pigs. I'm not sure which one is going to be cows, which one's going to be pigs, but they'll definitely be over there somewhere. So I think without further ado, we should just keep working on this area of the base today and try to expand on what we already have going. I mean, so far things are looking good, so why not just continue where we left off? Okay, so we've just grabbed a few things from downstairs. We've got a bit of wood in our inventory now, which I'm going to be using to construct some sort of archways over our pens here. So I think what we'll do is we'll start on the sides here, not with the axe, that's not a good idea. We'll start on the sides here with some dark oak logs like so. Probably take them up to 4 blocks high. Do that on the other side as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Break out a bit more of the ceiling there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I want to create some form of arch that goes across. So we should start maybe on this block and then come up this way. So if we go like, oops, well, that was 1 too high. Bring that one back down. Start here and replace that block as well. There we go, just to keep things in order. And then we'll go up again with the stairs, and then maybe right at the tip we'll just use a slab like that, and there we go. So we've got sort of an archway that goes over the top of the pen. I think that works well enough. And then of course we need to replace these blocks down here as well. So once again we need to switch to the pickaxe because an axe isn't going to do any damage there. And I think what we'll do is, should we go with the planks? Does that look okay? I think we should try multiple different styles here. So let's pull some of that out and maybe go with some logs. How about stripped logs? Ooh, now this is a dilemma because I quite like both. Maybe the logs are a bit more subtle, so we could go with that, like that, maybe. Yeah, I think that works well. So we'll probably go with the logs there stripped, and then we'll just leave everything as it is for the rest of the build. So we need to do something similar to this on each of them, although it's going to be quite difficult to achieve here. So we might have to put a bit more creativity into this arch, but this one should be easy enough. And similarly, those 2 should be easy enough as well. So I'm going to go ahead and complete the other arches in this room, and then we can progress on from that point. Now, I really don't remember creating a pen for creepers, so I really don't know what's happened here. It turns out we've got a new animal at the farm, and he isn't safe to pet, so I wouldn't feed him if I were you. I wouldn't feed him by hand, and you probably shouldn't get too close to his cell either. Oh, that was close. Okay, I'm gonna let him out. Come on, guy. Come on, let's fight out in the open. Just me and you. Nobody else needs to get hurt. Okay, so that's the issue dealt with. We are probably going to need some more light then, I would assume. What happened to the baby chicken? Is it still in here? Oh, he's round there. Okay, do what you want. Where would he have spawned? That's the question, but we definitely will need some more lighting in here. Maybe one back here would be a good idea. Let's grab the materials for that very quickly before I show you guys the progress that we've made. So we need 1 trapdoor, and we'll also grab a sea lantern, grab our pickaxe, which we've already got in the number 1 slot. Perfect. So here we go. We're going to pull out this block and insert another light source there. Issue is, it could be over here that he's spawning, whereas the light level goes down to 6 here, which is enough to allow it to spawn. So we'll see how things go now that we've got another light source in there. We might have to add more. If that is the case, then no issue. Anyway, here we go. I've altered the state of this pen very slightly. As you can see, I made it straight because I couldn't get an arch to work without making it straight. So I thought the best idea would just be to straighten things out and go from there. So yeah, it's not too bad really. And then down here, same thing. We ran out of dark oak just here, so I need to go grab one more piece. But we've got both our arches in. I think the next next step now is to probably expand these pens into this style so that we've actually got somewhere to store the animals properly. And then from that point, who knows what comes next? We will see, I guess. Alright, you guys, so I've completed the final 2 cells, or the final 2 pens, we should probably call them, in the animal farm that we've been working on. I'm quickly going to check on our resident chickens up here to see if they've laid any eggs for me, just to see what's going on, really. Okay, there's a few eggs there, it looks like. Okay, 3 is not too bad, I guess. I'll breed these guys up again. Get one more chicken on the go. There we go. So now we've got 4 chickens, got 3 more eggs. Hopefully, these will seal the deal in our animal farm and give us that extra chicken that we require. Okay, so here we go again. 3 eggs. Hopefully one of them's lucky. They do say that 3 is the magic number. Last time round it was 4, so we'll try again. Oh, wait, we do have 4. Give me that egg, chicken. Thank you. Did he leave any more around here? He's been hiding in there. Okay, no, by the looks of it, that's his first egg, or the first that we've seen. So there goes 1, 2, 3, and is 4 going to be our lucky egg again? No, it's not. Unfortunately, this time we don't get lucky, but that is totally okay. You are just going to have to live a solitary life for now. Right, so moving on. We've got our 4th and 5th cells complete. So I've kind of decided what animals I want to go in here. I've made this one quite large because as I said, I want to get some llamas down here, or up here, or wherever we are. Down here, most likely, because the surface, of course, is above us. So as I said, I made this one quite large. I think llamas will be a good fit for this one. And this one's a bit smaller, or relatively small compared to the others. And I think I want to get some rabbits in here if possible. If not, I don't really know what other type of animal we could have in here. Because, as I said, it's a relatively small pen. We could expand it if needs be, but I think we'll try and go for rabbits. So moving on from this point, of course, we've got our 5 cells up and running now, our 5 pens. I need to stop calling them cells. That means, that sounds like we're treating the animals badly, but we aren't really, I guess. We're just raising them as you would. So I want to kind of clean up this room a little bit. As you can see, we've got this huge gaping hole up here, which needs filling in definitely, but we won't fill that in just yet. We also need to sort of round out the room a little bit and create a ceiling. So I think what we'll do is we'll just start going around the edges here and taking out a few blocks just to create a sort of area that we can start mining out for a ceiling. And then I want to give the room itself a similar design to this, maybe a bit different to keep it different from the pens themselves. But I'm going to get working on that, and I'll bring you guys in periodically to check it out, and we'll just see how things go. Things changed ever so slightly in terms of my plans. So as you can see, I've kind of leveled out the ceiling of the room. So this is the height that it's going to be at. I guess around this height at maximum anyway. It might go a bit higher, probably just a little bit higher in certain areas. But I think before we start developing the ceiling of this room, there's a few things I want to change, especially this part here. So kind of want to get this wood exposed ever so slightly like that. And then we can replace these 2 with grass blocks like so. And then from here, I want to sort of work out an expanded design for the wood segment. So what I think we'll do is we'll grab some materials, because of course we don't have them with us at the moment. I'll just take the dark oak. I think this is what we're going to use to finish off these designs. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop our way up here, take these wooden pillars all the way to the ceiling. And just to mention, this design that I'm placing in right now, it might be covered up slightly because we're going to, of course, alter this room to look a bit more natural. But I think that this will be a good idea just to make sure that these pens are looking like they have some sort of substance to them. So from here, I kind of want to just fill in the dark oak like this. And then do I want to strip this all like this? Like that maybe. Let's see how that looks from a distance. I have got another idea as well, so don't threat just yet if you don't like this. Okay, so yeah, somewhat okay, I guess. I want to try it with birch as well, but I don't know how much birch we have. Hopefully enough. 10 pieces isn't going to be enough, is it? No, we don't have enough birch, so maybe we'll just stick with the dark oak. Let me try it here as well and just see how that looks when we've got 2 designs corresponding with each other. Right next to each other. There we go. Let's take this out and of course fill it in with the dark oak logs. So we'll take those down there, start up at the ceiling. There we go. And then bring the axe out, of course, and strip these guys. And then hop down. And let's just check this out. So one more block to grab. So we've got this at the moment. Is that okay? I mean, it's not the worst, and as I said, it's going to be covered up slightly anyway, so I think we can stick with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this across to the rest of the pens, and then from that point, we're going to work on starting to flesh the ceiling out a little bit to try and make this look like more of a cave than a chiseled out room. So let's get started on that and just see where things take us, I guess. Okay, so 4, I mean, wasn't our lucky number last time round. We've got another 3 eggs here, so hopefully this time round 3 will be the magic number. There's 1, there's 2, damn it, there's 3. So again, we don't get lucky with the chicken. Has this guy laid an egg or not? No, it doesn't seem like it. So I brought you guys back in just to quickly show you that I transferred all of the designs across. Couldn't get my words out there. And we've got a zombie in the llama pen here. Interestingly enough, this isn't designed for you, so you have to die. There we go. Oh, he dropped a carrot. I'll take that. I don't want this, though. That can go. Okay, so as I was saying, I've transferred this design across to each of the cells now, which is good. And I want to start now fleshing out the room, as I said. So we're going to take some stone, probably grab a bit more from the chest as well, because we don't have a lot right there. And what we want to do is sort of just start bringing the ceiling down in places. There's another zombie? No. Okay, I think there's a cave somewhere up there, so that's where those noises are coming from. But as I was saying, we want to start bringing down sort of the ceiling here so that we can start fleshing it out. So I'm just going to be placing some random stone in like this. And just sort of trying to make it look as natural as possible. And we'll be doing the same over here as well. So let's bring a row up there, do that maybe, take that one out. Okay, so this is where we're at the moment. And then we'll do the same over here as well. So let's start bringing it down here. Let's even get it around the corner here. Not there, please. Just up there and up there. So yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I guess you guys could probably sort of imagine what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sort of this kind of look going, but out here. So it's on a much larger scale. So I'm going to be working on that for a little bit. I think it's better if I work off camera because it's kind of a slow process. And then when I've got something substantial, I guess we'll bring you guys back in and we can... Just looking for an egg before we leave here. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, once we got something substantial, I'll bring you guys back in and we can try and figure out where to go with it afterwards, or after the point at which we have something to work with. Just arrived at the Guardian farm. We're going to do a quick repair here. My pickaxe isn't actually in critical condition, but I figured I'd get it repaired before we get to that stage, just to be safe. So here we go. As you guys know, still a lot of work to do here. I mention that every time we come, I think, but we're just going to be here for a few minutes, trying to harvest up some experience for our pickaxe, and once we've done that, we'll probably go ahead and repair our axe and shovel as well, just to be on the safe side of things, and then we'll get back to the base and work on the animal petting zoo farm thing, whatever the hell it is. We haven't given it a name yet, but I've made some good progress so far, so look forward to seeing that just in a second. Okay, you guys, 2 more eggs to throw, unless this guy's hatched one. He has, making it the lucky or unlucky number 3, I guess. I don't really know at the moment. We will see, though, soon enough. So here we go. 1, 2, and then the final one, please, please, please. Oh, no. Okay, I guess today isn't really our day for the eggs hatching, but that is totally okay. So, as you can see, I'm sort of starting to build this room into something that looks a little bit more natural. We're at a point now where I'm trying to get the roof or the ceiling of this place finished up. So we're starting to take it in by a bit more of an increment than we have been. This area here, I think I'm going to designate to something else. We need some storage around here, of course, to store the food for each of the mob types that we are storing in here. So we've got the chickens, the cows, the pigs, and I'm thinking rabbits and llamas, something like that over there. So we're going to need a place to store all of the food types and maybe the loot from those animals. So I think this is as good a place as any right here in the corner. So we're going to develop some sort of storage area over here. But for now, I'm going to keep working on the ceiling. And at this point, we are over here. It's getting quite difficult because, you know, we have to pillar our way up. But we are just trying to sort of bring it around like this so that we can begin to cap this ceiling off, and then we can start laying down the blocks to give it a bit of design and a bit of variety. So I'm going to keep working as I usually do, and I'll bring you guys back in when we got something to see. We've got the basic shape up together now for this room. As you can see, it's looking more like a... not a naturally formed cave, because caves in Minecraft don't often form like this, but it's looking more like a cave that maybe would naturally form in real life, something like that. I don't really know. That's just what we're going for, the natural look. And the next step to the process is to start filling in all of the blocks that aren't just regular stone with stone. So of course we're getting rid of the gravel, we're getting rid of andesite, diorite, granite, any ores that may be laying around. And then once we've done this, we can go ahead and start implementing some of the design blocks. Of course, the cobblestone, the mossy cobblestone, that type of thing. We might use a few different textures for the main segment of this room just to differentiate it from the inside of the pens. But we'll see about that when we get to it. So I'm going to continue work here on getting rid of the discolored blocks. And then once we've done that and we've got this entire cave area turned into purely stone, I'll bring you guys back in and we can go ahead and select a block palette for this build. Okay, all of the discolored blocks have been removed and replaced. Of course, I can't show you guys because we're not up there at the moment, but I think we are in desperate need of some wood. So, of course, I'm down here in the dark oak tree farm just harvesting a bit of wood because I'm going to set up our storage area up in the animal farm, the petting zoo. I still haven't got a name for it. If you guys got any names for that place, just let me know in the comments and we can start calling it something official. But as I was saying, I'm going to set up the storage up there before we go ahead and start changing the texture of the ceiling, because I want to be able to fit it all in nice and smoothly and with no obvious discrepancies in the design. So here I am, just going to grab some wood, probably harvest all of the trees, let them regrow, and then I'll be back up in the animal petting zoo to continue progression up there. Okay, so we've installed this segment over here in the corner, which is where we're going to store all of our goods for this room. It's quite rough, not the best. Of course, we will polish it eventually. But yeah, that's how it's going to look for now. We've created a little pathway to lead over to it as well, so we will be storing some items in there. Anyway, for now, we are going to create our block palette for that room. So I'm thinking that we go ahead and probably grab some cracked stone brick. That might be a good idea. I think we'll also use some... where is it? We'll grab some andesite and create some polished andesite. I think we'll use some of that as well. So we're going to go with a similar wall design to the one that we've used across the base here, except we're also going to be installing a little bit of mossy cobblestone just to complement it ever so slightly, give it a bit of color. So actually, before we get back up there, I'm going to grab a bit more cobblestone so that we can create some more cobblestone slabs. So let me grab those for a sec. Oh, we've already got 64 there, so I'll take those. Should we use stone brick slabs as well? I will test that out, but maybe not. We'll just see how that goes. And then aside from that, that's pretty much it, I believe. So let's head back up to the farm and see how much we've got of everything else. Ouch. There we go. Over here we need to look. So we've got 20 vines. 64 cobblestone there. We got a bunch of cobblestone. We got enough andesite as well by the looks of things. Could even throw some gravel in there. That might work as well. What else have we got here? Mossy cobblestone we need. We'll grab some more of that and some more of that. I do need to grab a few more vines by the looks of it, so I'll probably go ahead and do that right now. Just getting a couple more item frames together to add to the chests upstairs. So we're going to need some wheat as well, which I'll grab when we get up there, because of course we've got a few hay bales that are stacked up actually. I think... No, we're good. I'm going to head up there. So we finished adding detail to the main area of the room. So let's take a look at that as well. So coming in now, we've got this, and I think this looks pretty damn cool, if I'm honest with you guys. So I think we did a good job of making it look quite natural and then going ahead and adding in the textures. And you'll never guess what? I got myself a second chicken. So he laid an egg, I threw it, and it hatched, which was good. So now we've got 2 chickens in there, which is perfect. And of course, we now need to fill up the other pens, which could be a bit of a pain in the butt, but we will get it done eventually. Anyway, so we're going to label up 3 of the chests here. So 1, 2, 3, like that. We're going to have the seeds, the wheat, the carrots. So give me a hay bale to unpack. I believe you can unpack these, right, into 9 wheat. Perfect, you can. So Going to stick those in there like that. And then I think we might have some seeds hanging around. We do. I'll unpack the rest of the hay bales as well. And dump those in there like that, and then the seeds can go in there. And of course carrots we aren't farming at the moment, so we'll need to do that eventually so that we can start filling up that chest. But I think that is going to be all for today's video, you guys. So I really do hope that you enjoyed the progress that we made today. I really am enjoying it. I reckon this room is looking very, very nice indeed. One of my favorite builds definitely so far, so hopefully it can continue in that fashion when we polish things up and finish it up around here. So if you did enjoy the episode, be sure to drop a like down below. That would be much appreciated by myself, and it will allow me to gauge the sort of reaction that you guys are giving these videos, and it will help the channel out a little bit as well. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, feedback, anything in general you want to say, pop that down in the comment section below and I'll be sure to get back to you on that. And finally, if you're new around here, then be sure to subscribe if you haven't done that already, and that will allow you to stay up to date with this series and any other videos I do post to the channel. So once again, you guys, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come and watch my video. I really do appreciate it. It's great to have you guys around here. Of course, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye for now.